Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to the channel where we unpack true crime stories so wild they feel like they're straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Today we're diving deep into the courtroom of Sean Combs. You know him as Diddy, Puff Daddy, or maybe just the guy with all the nicknames. This isn't just a trial, it's a full-on circus, complete with secret notes being passed like middle school gossip, cryptic hand signals, and, hold up, a neon blue notebook that's got me losing sleep. Oh, and if that's not enough, there's a Tootsie Roll reference that's got X in a chokehold. We're talking about a civil lawsuit from Jane Doe that dropped like a bomb, plus gut-wrenching testimonies from Dawn Richard and Carrie Morgan that'll leave you shook. So grab your snacks, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, cause this 15-minute ride is about to get wild. Alright, let's set the scene. This courtroom, it's like a pressure cooker of secrets. First up, there's the note-passing game between Sean Combs and his legal squad. Every single day, they're sliding papers back and forth, giggling like they're sharing the juiciest TikTok. I'm dying to know what's on those notes. Is it trial strategy, a doodle of the judge, or maybe just order pizza for lunch? I'd sell my left AirPod to be a fly on those pages. Picture this. Two mysterious women slip into the courtroom, blending into the public gallery like they've done this 100 times. They claim the seats right behind Sean Combs, their presence subtle but electric. Then, out of nowhere, they flash these deliberate triangle hand signs. You know, the kind of Illuminati-confirmed gestures that fuel late-night TikTok conspiracy threads. The signs aren't loud or flashy, just held steady at chest level, precise and purposeful. Sean Combs, mid-conversation with his legal team, catches it from the corner of his eye. He swivels around, locks eyes with them, and get this, presses a fist to his chest, mouthing a silent thank you with a nod so subtle you'd miss it if you blinked. My jaw's on the floor. Who are these women? Die-hard fans showing support? Old friends sending a coded message? Or just chaos agents stirring the pot for clout? The courtroom's buzzing with hushed speculation, but no one's got answers. Just a lingering sense of, what the actual heck was that? Now, if that's not enough to keep me up at night, let's talk about the real star of this trial, Sean Combs' neon blue notebook. Every single morning, he strides into court like he's walking onto a red carpet, clutching this beat-up accordion file. With a flourish, he pulls out this spiral-bound notebook, its cover screaming truth in thick, bold Sharpie letters that practically glow under the fluorescent lights. He doesn't just set it down. Oh no, he cradles it, smoothing the edges and tapping the sides like he's tucking a baby into bed. I'm obsessed. What's inside this thing? Is it a diary of deep confessions, a master plan to dodge the charges? Or, hear me out, just a list of his favorite cookie recipes? And here's where it gets juicy. Jane Doe's lawsuit drops a bizarre detail about a Tootsie Roll. Yeah, that chewy chocolate candy, about 1 to 1.5 inches long, half an inch wide, like half your pinky finger. She ties it to a shocking claim in her filing, and now I'm side-eyeing that truth notebook, wondering if it's hiding some Tootsie Roll-related secrets. Is it a code, a metaphor, or just a random snack obsession? Keep that candy in your brain because it's a piece of this puzzle we can't ignore. Hold on to your seats, because on May 14th, 2025, just 2 days after the opening statements in Sean Combs' blockbuster criminal trial, a civil lawsuit from Jane Doe dropped like a meteor, shaking the entire case to its core. This story is wilder than a tabloid headline, so buckle up for a roller coaster ride. Jane's tale begins in the sleek, mirrored confines of a high-rise Manhattan elevator. She's there, vibing with 3 friends, when Sean Combs himself steps in, his presence commanding the space. He gives her a slow, deliberate head-to-toe stare, like he's sizing up a rare artifact at a Sotheby's auction. With a slick smile, he drops, "Y'all down for a party tonight?" Numbers are swapped, and just like that, Jane's pulled into a bizarre friendship with a music industry titan. Jane's lawsuit paints a vivid picture. She's whisked into the glitzy world of VIP sections, where Combs showers her with compliments about her perfectly manicured nails and toes. But the fairy tale turns sinister fast. One night, she's pressured into a black SUV that's practically bursting with bodyguards. We're talking Secret Service level security for a pop star. Inside, Combs leans in, trying to kiss her despite her crystal clear, hard pass signals. When she pushes back, he flips the script, drowning her in over-the-top apologies and lavish gifts like, "My bad, babe, here's a diamond bracelet to make it right." But the real horror unfolds at a party, where Jane alleges Combs grabbed her hand and dragged her into a bedroom, the door locking with a chilling click. Towering over her, he allegedly screamed, "I'm gonna suck the life out of you!" before launching into a violent assault. And then comes the detail that set the internet ablaze. Jane's lawsuit claims Combs' private parts resembled a large Tootsie Roll. Yes, the candy, 1 to 1.5 inches long, half an inch wide. She didn't stop there. She slapped a Tootsie Roll photo into the filing with a savage jab calling it Itty Bitty Diddy. X erupted, with number Tootsie Roll Gate trending worldwide as memes flooded every corner of the platform. But let's pump the brakes. Beneath the viral chaos, this is a grave allegation of The lawsuit, still unreviewed by a judge, could be fully true, partially true, or entirely fabricated. Civil cases are tricky like that. Yet the timing, dropping this bombshell right in the middle of Combs' high-stakes criminal trial, that's not just a move. It's a full-on chess grandmaster play. It leaves you wondering, who else is out there, ready to step into the spotlight and spill more tea on Diddy? Enter Dawn Richard, the powerhouse from Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money, stepping into the courtroom like she's headlining Paris Fashion Week. Her three-piece suit is tailored to perfection, sharp enough to slice through the thick air of anticipation. Vogue, eat your heart out. But don't let the style fool you. Her aura is pure steel, eyes locked forward as if she's marching into battle. When the prosecutor asks her to identify Sean Combs, Dawn doesn't hesitate. She raises her arm, finger aimed like a laser right at him. The courtroom freezes, every breath held. Combs, caught off guard, throws up his hands in a mock surrender, flashing a smirk that says, "You got me, huh?" But trust me, the room's too charged for laughter. It's like a storm's about to break. Dawn unleashes a bombshell that hits like a shockwave. She witnessed Sean Combs abuse Cassie Ventura not once, but multiple times. She paints a chilling scene at Combs' sprawling LA mansion. It's late, and Dawn's in the kitchen with Kalina Harper when Combs barrels downstairs, his voice booming with rage. "Where the hell are my eggs?" He snatches a black skillet, swinging it toward Cassie's head with terrifying force. Cassie ducks just in time, collapsing into a fetal position, arms shielding her face. Combs, undeterred, grabs her and drags her up the stairs. Her protests drowned out by the sickening crash of glass shattering above. The next day, he summons Dawn and Kalina to a locked recording studio, his tone eerily calm as he dismisses the violence as passionate love. Then, with a chilling edge, he warns, "Where I'm from, people who talk go missing." Goosebumps, anyone? Then comes the cross-examination, and enter Nicole Westmoreland, a legal maestro who moves like a panther stalking her prey. Her voice, smooth as velvet yet sharp as a blade, slices through Dawn's testimony with surgical precision. She zeroes in on every inconsistency. Dawn first said Combs hit Cassie with the skillet, then pivoted to tried to, and at one point even mentioned throwing eggs. Dawn, visibly rattled, stammers, "I'm just trying to piece it together." Westmoreland, cool as ice, commands the room, her questions weaving a web that has the jury hanging on her every word. She dubs it the egg incident, with such flair it's like she's trademarking it mid-trial. By the end, Dawn looks like she's run a marathon through a minefield, her confidence frayed. Meanwhile, Combs lounges back in his chair, legs crossed, smirking like he's judging a reality show audition. Now let's dive into the story of Carrie Morgan, Cassie Ventura's best friend for a heart-wrenching 17 years, until their bond shattered like glass. Carrie enters the courtroom with a weariness that screams she'd rather be on a beach in Bali than under these fluorescent lights. Her body language says, "I'm only here because I have to be." But when she takes the stand, her testimony hits like a freight train, raw and unfiltered. She lays bare a chilling truth. She witnessed Sean Combs abuse Cassie not once, but repeatedly, yanking her hair with vicious force, landing kicks that echoed in the silence, delivering punches that left bruises blooming across her face. One harrowing night, the two women found themselves crouched on a neighbor's concrete staircase, hearts pounding, hiding for 30 agonizing minutes as Combs and his hulking bodyguards scoured the area like predators. Another time, on what should have been a carefree vacation, station, Carrie watched in horror as Combs dragged Cassie by her hair down a dimly lit hallway, her screams ricocheting off the walls. He shoved her with such force that she slammed into a brick wall, her head striking with a sickening thud. Desperate, Carrie jumped into a golf cart, racing through the night to find Cassie, who was cowering in the woods, her body battered, her spirit broken. But the moment that truly gutted me, the one that still stings, was the betrayal that ended their sisterhood. In 2018, Combs stormed into Cassie's Hollywood Hills home unannounced, a key in hand that Carrie didn't even know he had. As Cassie was in the bathroom, he crept up behind Carrie, his hands clamping around her throat in a sudden, suffocating chokehold. Then, in a flash of rage, he hurled a wooden coat hanger, striking her head with a crack that left her reeling, concussed, and disoriented. Dizzy and vomiting, Carrie sought urgent care, her world spinning. Later, Cassie arranged to meet her at a quiet West Hollywood pizza joint. But what should have been a moment of support turned cold. Cassie slid $30,000 across the table with an NDA, accusing Carrie of milking the assault for attention. That was the final blow. As Carrie left the courtroom, she caught the eye of a friend in the gallery, offering a faint, bittersweet smile and a simple, "Let's go." It felt like the closing scene of a tragedy. Too raw, too real to be scripted. So, what's the final tally? A cryptic neon notebook branded with truth, enigmatic hand signals that sparked 1,000 X-conspiracies, and a Tootsie Roll lawsuit so wild it turned the internet into a meme factory. But peel back the viral headlines and you're left with the raw, unshakable pain of Dawn Richard and Carrie Morgan, two women who've stared into the abyss of trauma and lived to tell their stories. Sean Combs remains innocent until proven guilty, a cornerstone of justice we can't forget. Yet, these searing testimonies plant a nagging question that echoes in the silence. What other secrets are lurking in the shadows of this saga? Thank you for riding this roller coaster with me, fam. Drop a comment below. What do you think's hiding in that truth notebook? A confession? A playlist? Or just Diddy's grocery list? And don't sleep on that Tootsie Roll drama. What's your hot take? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell to catch our next deep dive where we'll unpack Kid Cootie's explosive testimony and, wait for it, drug-laced eye drops that'll blow your mind. Until then, stay curious and keep the vibes high. Catch you in the next one.